What's up, guys? We got lovely 50-degree weather this morning again. Almost cold enough to switch back over to the jacket and to put the breath box back in the helmet. We're good and warmed up, looks like. Keep going. Let's see if I'm wearing enough clothes for this. Probably not. I can probably tough it out. See if I need the breath box in 50 degrees. Anyway, good morning, everybody. This is one of the times I actually leave when the sun's not fully up. We got a pretty good overcast of fog. This visor doesn't really fog up, but it gets moisture on the inside. So I'll have to open this. It's weird. I've never seen a visor not fog but get moisture. Normally they'll just fog, but this one, it actually, I can see moisture build up from the temperature difference. Once I get rolling though, this will go away. At least it normally does. This morning is September 29th. Saturday. Today, our president, Donald J. Trump, visits Wheeling. Pretty close to me. I rode by downtown yesterday on the way home. There's already t-shirt vendors setting up to sell t-shirts. They have signs where they got no parking pretty much all the way down the main street. I don't know if they're doing no parking because they figure that there's going to be that many people, or if it's no parking because they're going to do some type of parade. I don't know. Yeah, probably should have wore the heavier jacket this morning. I'll survive. I'll just not take highway the whole way, that's all. So I think after work, because I get done, they're not supposed, they open the doors around 4 o'clock. The tickets are free, but it's pretty much the seating's first come, first serve. It's general seating, there's no assigned seats. But you had to register online, and pretty much what is they emailed you the ticket voucher. So I'm just gonna cruise, see if they actually do completely close the roads down. And I just want to do a kind of ride by and see just how big of a crowd is actually going to be there. I wonder how many people are actually going to come from around the state, and if not from around the tri-state, for a chance to see Donald Trump. I know the West Banco Arena, which that's where he's, is not that big of a complex. It's actually, it's pretty small, so he should have no problems packing that. Considering that he won West Virginia by like 60%. He had 60% of the vote. So, and I'm sure some of his supporters are going to travel. So he should have no trouble filling that, the West Banco Arena. It'll be interesting. It'll be real interesting if they close the whole street. I'll try and get what footage I can. You know, I've always heard that carbureted bikes do not like the cold weather, the cold and the moisture of the fall and winter months. And maybe I'm just fucking hallucinating, but for some reason this bike seems to like the cold. I mean, it feels like it runs stronger since it's been colder. I mean, it fires right up. Give it some choke, she kicks right off. Hell, it doesn't even start that easy when it's freaking warm. Yep, that's wetness. That's the moisture, the runoff coming out of the fucking hillside there. It'll eventually start getting cold enough that that'll freeze. They're going to get off at Elm Grove and take 40 the rest of the way in. I'm just doing this to out of force of habit. See, it's a shame because I know the camera doesn't see the fog the same way that our eyes interpret it, but that just kind of looks ominous, man. This looks like something out of Silent Hill. Going through the fog, coming up to the crest of the hill, up into the sunlight. This is what riding's all about, man. Yeah. Look at that orange sun through the fog. Pretty dense down through here. It's always dense because you crest the hill and then you come back down into it. And we're going to turn some high beams on since it's this dense. Holy shit. Oh yeah, tons of moisture on the visor, man. Tons of moisture. Probably got tons of moisture on the camera too. Yeah, we're gonna take 40 and I ain't gonna. Again, it's not raining, but there's a lot of moisture in the air. The temperature was down in the 40s last night. I know it takes a little while for the roads to adjust to the temperature change, but I do know this much. With the fog being this thick, your tires are going to be wet. And there's one of the stands for t-shirts. Oh man, I should have brought a rag. I ain't gonna be going fast enough to clear that. Oh shoot. I don't recommend smearing your visor like that, but I need to get the gloves that got the wiper on the finger, I guess. It's a box. I need to start carrying a microfiber in the tank bag. So there's a couple minuses to doing this. One, I'm down in the valley, so it's naturally is going to be a little bit colder. Two, I'm going to deal with fog for pretty much the whole trip until we get to Pennsylvania, then we'll start going uphill. So that's two. And three, I'm not going to be going fast enough to clear the visor. So it's got its pros and cons. Don't you do it.